It was like I just had a half an hour for meditation. And it just felt like 5 minutes because it was so, you know,
Mhm.
sometimes a half hour meditation seems like 3 hours, and sometimes it just feels like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Great. It's very, very nice to be out there.
yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. This boundless energy, which is not a thing, that which can never really be pointed at, is always there as everything. Even in the midst of uh, an activity or a busy, maybe you are driving, you're busy traffic, people moving around, cars hooting, at the traffic stop, in the business meeting, when there's a picnic, that's space, that presence, which can never really be described, which is beyond any name, which is already wordless, is always there. And it is everything. It is also that which is expressing as somebody who's talking, who's living life, trying to get somewhere. So it's everything already. Yet this as it is already nothing, appearing as everything or being everything. So it can never really be known. It can never really be understood because it's not separate. There's no separation. There is already no one who's outside of it to understand it. There's just it already. Even if it happens that, or even if it appears that there's somebody who's trying to understand it, that's also it, appearing as somebody who's trying to understand. So there is no dividing line. There is no separation. Whatever that may seem to be arising is just this already. Whether there seems to be a story happening, whatever that may seem to be discussed about or suggested is already just that which can never be known or understood. So this is already the case. Just this, what is already what is being longed for. So the seeker, the one who's seeking for this, can never really find this because that one does not exist as separate from this. So they can be just seeking happening, but there is already no separate seeker who can eventually find wholeness. Wholeness can never be found because wholeness is not separate. That which is whole and complete can never really be found because it's everything already. It's the totality. There are no different parts. Therefore, there is no distance to cover. There is no you and what is. There is no you and totality. There's no you and wholeness. There's just wholeness. There's just totality. Which may appear as a you looking for totality, or what is. So every activity can be seen as just an appearance in this. It appears and disappears. The body appears in this and disappears in this. The story appears and disappears. But this, as it is, has never appeared. Therefore, it can never disappear. Yet the story, or whatever it seems to appear, is just this already, expressing as a story or as an activity or whatever it may seem to be arising. So there's no separation. Everything is this already. Every thought, every sensation, every feeling, trying to get somewhere, looking for something other than this, is already this. The longing itself to find something is already that which can never really be found. That which is trying to know something is already that which can never be known, is already the unknown appearing as a knower, as an apparent knower. But there is no real knower. There is no real separate self. The separate self or the individual can never really be found because it's already dead. It's already dead. It's already everything. It's already this, which is already whole and complete, expressing as a what seems to be a separate self. So there's no one looking from behind those eyes already. There's no one in the body already to collapse or to fall away. That can be imagined that there's somebody in the body, you know. But that imagination itself is also what it is, the totality also expressing as an imagination that there's somebody there who can know something, who can become something, who can eventually collapse. But there's already no one there. The body is empty. Even the body itself is nothing, it's just an energy. Everything is energy. Everything is this. And this energy is boundless. It is everything. It appears as somebody who's talking to somebody. It appears as if they are different people walking around, different things, different animals, mountains, trees, planets, universes. but it's all just this. There can be labels that there's a mountain, there's a river, a bird, but it's all just this. Those are just labels, imaginary as well. The chair doesn't say it's a chair. I'm a chair. There's an imagination that it's a chair. That was learned in a way. It was learned, but the itself as it is, that's nothing. It's not a thing. Everything is nothing. And there can be a story or a land or a knowledge in the memory that it's something, but everything is nothing. So there's nothing here. And there's nothing happening. There's nobody here already. There's just this. And this doesn't know the other. There can be the other in the story. There can be you and other in the story. That's just a story. That's just a knowledge in the memory. That I'm this person who grew up in a certain location. Now I'm here listening or talking. That's just the knowledge in the memory. It's not an evidence that there's somebody there. So there's nothing here. There's no one to know anything here. There's no one already to find anything. There's just this, which is already not a thing. And this can never really be pointed at. This can never really be known because there's nothing to know it already. There's nobody separate from this to know this. It's just this. There's no world, and there are no people in the world. There's just this expressing its people in the world and the world. Apparent objects, names, different forms. Everything is this. This is alone as everything.